is NBC Connecticut News at 6.
Right now at 6, we are getting a clear picture of crime in Connecticut, and new data appears to back up a concerning trend. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for the news at 6. I'm Keisha Grant.
And I'm Mike Heideck. Crime.
Tomorrow on CT Live, it's one ticket to all of your summer fun. We share why the CT Season Pass is such a great deal, and we visit a place where you can still rent videos. CT Live tomorrow at 11:30 on NBC Connecticut.
At 7, do we need to do more to protect kids online?
It's an arena that the federal government needs to regulate across the board. The state of Connecticut to try to do so, I think, is dangerous.
The restrictions lawmakers are considering as families struggle with letting their kids be on social media. Plus,
some new data released by the state indicates that crime across Connecticut is down in a lot of different categories, with one significant outlier. I'm Kevin Geis. We'll break down that new data set. That's ahead.
And more than 84,000 people are expected to get a bladder cancer diagnosis this year. During Bladder Cancer Awareness Month, we sit down with an expert to find out more about the disease and what you can do to prevent it. It's time for NBC Connecticut News at 7. Thanks for joining us for the news at 7. I'm Mike Heideck. Let's get you up to speed on today's top headlines.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Indiana News Now Midday.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to Indiana News Now's Midday Show. I'm Lily Cedardom. Well, we are seeing a little bit of rain across the Hoosier State today. For an update on that forecast, let's go ahead and kick things over to meteorologist Griffin Hardy.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. We are on the eve of a possible threat for severe storms tomorrow night into Friday morning. Before we get there, though,
live, local, late breaking. This is Fox 55 News First at 5.
Hello again, everyone. So glad you're with us today. I'm Brian Miller. Thanks for inviting me in on this Wednesday. We begin tonight with a new push to find the next wave of workers to produce one of Fort Wayne's biggest exports. I'm talking about steel.
From the station with the most local news in our West Michigan, Fox 17 News at 6 starts right now.
We have a weather ready alert for the impending severe weather coming tomorrow evening. So we wanted to just go ahead and give everybody a heads up. Between 8 p.m. and about midnight is when we could see a nasty line of storms come out of Lake Michigan.
Ahead on Q2, Billings trees targeted by DEI.
I don't think anybody could have predicted what was going to happen.
A hefty check was given to the city to plant and maintain trees. But now the money already allocated by Congress is blocked. We'll explain. Plus, a Montana National Guard helicopter lands on a ranch near Big Timber. And now airmen are looking at possible charges. And Code Girls unite.
It's amazing to see the transformation.
A group of 6th graders now state champions after creating their own app. The MTN 430 News starts right now. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Andrea Lutz. The city of Billings is being forced to give up $1 million in federal grant money.
14 News Sunrise, weekday mornings 4:30 to 7 a.m.
We have searched most every house that we feel like is damaged. We have some injuries, but as far as anything else more serious than that, we're not aware of any.
We're learning more about the severe storms which moved across the tri-state earlier tonight and may have included a tornado.
The leader in breaking news. This is 14 News.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Robinson Miles. We're continuing to follow reports of a tornado which moved across parts of our western Kentucky counties earlier tonight. Now, this is one of the many videos and pictures that we received from viewers showing the storm and its effect.
This is a News 10 First Alert Weather Special Report.
I'm First Alert Meteorologist Andy Provenzano. Severe weather now into mid-Michigan, and we have several tornado warnings that have been just issued. Take a look at the map, and you'll see the yellow shade is the tornado watch. That goes to 3 a.m.
Right now, this is WLKY News at 9. Right now at 9, damage, destruction, and deaths as tornadoes rip through south central Kentucky overnight. Now, in the light of day, we're seeing what is left behind and the major cleanup that lies ahead.
Most situations, people don't make it out, but this situation, God was on their side.
Plus, here at home, high winds topple trees and send families scrambling for cover.
We'll show you how the Metro is responding and what we're expecting to see today.
Plus, we're talking about the calm after the storm. After a night of severe weather, we're looking forward to a beautiful weekend ahead.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WLKY News at 9.
And we start with breaking news this morning. At least 14 people are dead across Kentucky after last night's storms.
And now that the sun is up, we're getting a better look at some of the damage left behind. Our live team coverage continues this morning. Meteorologist Suzanne Horgan in the Weather Center for us. Our Blakely McHugh is in the Taylorberry neighborhood, and our Madeline Carter is in PRP.
Now at 6, severe storms tear through Indiana, leaving tons of damage behind. How neighbors are now trying to move forward in some of the hardest hit areas.
And we're taking a look at what the National Weather Service has been up to today. They've been hard at work. We're going to let you know some of the details on the recap of the damage that they've surveyed so far.
Plus, the Fever are back, and Indy is loving it. More on their home opener wrapping up just moments ago and how it's setting records. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. All right, so we start tonight in the Weather Center as several communities, as we know, are cleaning up after some really dangerous and damaging storms. So the question I know a lot of people are asking tonight, Matt, how many tornadoes touched down? How strong were they? And is this something that we're going to have to wait a little bit to find out?
We need a little bit more time.
Okay.
But they got a lot in today. They pretty much surveyed all of Monroe County.
Okay.
But there were 4 other counties that were hit by tornadoes potentially. And then we got videos up, so we just need to get the confirmations.
Now on WDRB News.
This was a devastatingly strong tornado that tore through a subdivision in the middle of the night, and that is the worst type of natural disaster.
Within seconds, our house was just into pieces. I mean, everything. Our whole life was in there.
When we got there about 12:30 last night, I've not left, I've not been home, and I won't go until these people are taken care of.
Heartbreak in Kentucky tonight after possible tornadoes left scenes like this behind. Homes leveled, a car flipped over, and debris everywhere as far as you can see. This is video from Laurel County, Kentucky, one of the hardest hit areas in last night's storms. In total, 18 Kentuckians died, 1 person in Pulaski County and 17 in Laurel.
I wish we hadn't been through things like this as much as we have. But because we have, I will tell you that the crew that works out of both Frankfort and here are some of the very best.
Live, local, trusted. This is WKYT News.
Now on WKYT Mornings, communities across Kentucky reeling after taking a hit from a powerful tornado. We're taking a look at how hard-hit London is coming together in the wake of the tragedy. Plus how the Somerset community is cleaning up after the tornado left a trail of destruction. And how crews from across the Commonwealth are answering the call to help their fellow Kentuckians. Good morning and welcome into WKYT Mornings. I'm Melissa Williams.
And I'm meteorologist Ben Beddoes. Communities across the Commonwealth are recovering this morning after severe weather and tornadoes ripped across the state.
Good evening, Michiana. We come on the air tonight with breaking news as former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. His personal office announced on Sunday the cancer has spread to the bone, according to the former president's personal office. The Biden family has said to be weighing treatment options at this time. NBC's Yamiche Alcindor has more from the White House.
First alert weather and live local coverage. This is News 10.
If people show up helping me try to find our animals, our dogs, what can we do to help? And literally, it's been overwhelming and humbling.
You're watching News 10 with Taylor Gattoni.
Earlier today in Jackson, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department.
A 15-year-old now faces several charges after being found with a gun on a school bus. I'm Alicia Hercules in Waterbury. Coming up, what police say happened, plus the charges the teen now faces.
Pharmacies around Connecticut are closing and more are expected to close soon. I'm Joe Monti at one pharmacy in Naugatuck with more information on the closures and reaction from people who are sad to see it go.
multiple people will have to find a new place to live after an apartment fire in Ansonia. I'm Glenn Kittle. We'll hear from one person who was rescued from the 3rd floor coming up.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, first up here at 6, a scare in Waterbury this morning after police say a teen brought a gun to school.
This is WSAZ Wake Up.
A devastating round of tornadoes hitting this weekend, leaving death and destruction in its path. Good morning to you. Welcome to WSAZ Wake Up. I'm Rob Johnson. Let's start, Jack, get a check on the forecast from Brandon Butcher because life has certainly settled down since that nasty storm.
Yeah, we had a pretty good weekend out of it, frankly, weather-wise, and today we're going to extend that niceness.
Plus thousands still without power in the state as classes are canceled across the counties impacted by the storms. And officials sharing tragic details in the case of 2 teens who went missing after a shots fired incident last week in Lexington.
Time for Good Morning Kentucky on ABC 36 News Now.
Hey, good morning, Kentucky. Thanks for starting your Monday with us. I'm Walker Simmons. Jane Davenport has the day off. Well, it's 6 a.m. Let's start with the check of that forecast. A clear and calm start to our Monday, Dylan. Needed for those in those southern counties.
Yeah, absolutely. Just an extremely long way to recovery.
You're watching Island News.
Right now at 6, it's Hurricane Preparedness Week in Hawaii. Everything you need to know when it comes to this year's outlook.
Plus, President Trump's agenda moves forward, how the latest House vote could shape everything from taxes to Medicaid.
And an outpouring of support as former President Joe Biden shares his cancer diagnosis. It's Monday, May 19th. Good Morning Hawaii continues right now.
Covering all of Hawaii, this is Good Morning Hawaii.
Aloha and Good Morning Hawaii. Thanks for waking up with us at 6 a.m. bright and early on a Monday morning, and it is bright and early, literally.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. Reed Fowler, Tanya Joaquin, and the whole crew is here. The whole crew. Ties up bright and on the road waves. That's right, I'm putting it in, road waves. I like that.
I like it.
Variable winds near 10 miles an hour. Tuesday night and Wednesday, partly cloudy. The low Tuesday night in the upper 60s. The high Wednesday near 90. The low here at the airport Monday morning, 76 degrees with 88 the afternoon high.
The extended weather forecast for the area for the period Thursday through Saturday, partly cloudy Thursday. Widely scattered thunderstorms on Friday over the northern sections on Saturday with a slow warming trend. Morning lows on Thursday in the middle 60s, rising to the upper 60s to low 70s by Saturday. Afternoon highs in the mid and upper 80s on Thursday, rising to the upper 80s to the low 90s for Friday and Saturday.
At 4 a.m., Shreveport skies were partly cloudy. The temperature 75. Relative humidity 94%. Wind from the southwest is 7 miles per hour. The barometric pressure steady at 29 and 96 inches sea level. At 4 a.m., there was no rainfall indicated by the Shreveport weather radar.
This is Weather Radio Station WXJ 97, broadcasting from the National Weather Service office in Shreveport, Louisiana, with transmitting tower facilities located 7 miles northwest of downtown Shreveport.
Forecast for the Shreveport Bossier City metropolitan area. Partly cloudy tonight with a 20% chance for showers and a possible thunderstorm. The low in the low 70s. Winds becoming northerly near 10 miles an hour. Partly cloudy on Tuesday with a 20% chance of thunderstorms. Is mainly in the morning hours. The high in the low 90s. Variable winds near 10 miles an hour. Tuesday night and Wednesday partly cloudy. The low Tuesday night in the upper 60s. The high Wednesday near 90. The low here at the airport Monday morning, 76 degrees with 88 the afternoon high.
The extended weather forecast for the area for the period Thursday through Saturday, partly cloudy Thursday. Widely scattered thunderstorms on Friday over the northern sections on Saturday with a slow warming trend. Morning lows on Thursday in the middle 60s, rising to the upper 60s to low 70s by Saturday. Afternoon highs in the mid and upper 80s on Thursday, rising to the upper 80s to the low 90s for Friday and Saturday.
At 4 a.m., Shreveport skies were partly cloudy. The temperature 75. Relative humidity 94%. Wind from the southwest is 7 miles per hour. The barometric pressure steady at 29 and 96 inches sea level. At 4 a.m., there was no rainfall indicated by the Shreveport weather radar.
This is WXJ 97, broadcasting the latest weather and storm information on a 24-hour basis and originating from the National Weather Service office in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Forecast for the Shreveport, Bossier City metropolitan area. Partly cloudy tonight with a 20% chance for showers and a possible thunderstorm. The low in the low 70s. Winds becoming northerly near 10 miles an hour. Partly cloudy on Tuesday with a 20% chance of thunderstorms. Is mainly in the morning hours. The high in the low 90s. Variable winds near 10 miles an hour. Tuesday night and Wednesday partly cloudy. The low Tuesday night in the upper 60s. The high Wednesday near 90. The low here at the airport Monday morning, 76 degrees with 88 the afternoon high.
The extended weather forecast for the area for the period Thursday through Saturday, partly cloudy Thursday, widely scattered thunderstorms on Friday over the northern sections on Saturday with a slow warming trend. Morning lows on Thursday in the middle 60s, rising to the upper 60s to low 70s by Saturday. Afternoon highs in the mid and upper 80s on Thursday, rising to the upper 80s to the low 90s for Friday and Saturday.